and welcome back to another episode of
And on that note,
that was fun.
So,
Annette, why's your face like that?
Yeah.
Is it baby boy?
is that on mute?
Yeah,
She was
Yeah,
whispering about her baby.
I had to breathe it out.
Oh, were you hurting?
Baby
You-
boy is
Were you
moving.
getting Braxton Hicks?
Baby boy
Oh,
is
pickle.
involved.
Big ones.
Baby
Is
boy
it?
is involved.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
He's coming.
Oh my, this baby ready. No, he
coming.
cannot
And
come
do you
yet.
think he's gonna come not earlier than your due
It's
date,
got.
but
I
like
think it's got a good 7 weeks. We've got 8 weeks to go.
that is wild.
But is it
This
8
pregnancy
weeks
went
till
so quick.
40 weeks, or is it 8 weeks till 36
Yeah.
weeks?
Full term.
8 weeks till 40 weeks.
Yeah. So
So he could
Oh,
come.
wow.
it could come.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, what did they say? Is it between 38 and 40, or
Yeah.
36 and 40?
I think it's 36 and 40.
They said that I have to go in for at 38
A
weeks.
sweep.
Swoop. Is it called a sweep?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
wow.
it.
Yeah.
At what weeks? How many? What?
Sweet.
38.
How come at 38 weeks? How
Because I
come
had
you
a
need to go in at 38
C-section.
weeks?
Because I had a C-section before, so they don't want me to be too overdue. They just want to help the process.
That makes
Right, to
sense.
kind of try to see if they can trigger on a natural birth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that my scar tissue doesn't stretch.
Mm,
So yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
makes
all
sense.
Safety first.
So you
Safety
said
first.
7
Daphne,
weeks.
you're so
So
silly.
it could be like 5 weeks. Wow, what did I do?
It could
You went-
be.
Could be 5 weeks.
I've been ironing for 2 days and washing new baby stuff.
Oh, you've been
Baby
baby
boy.
boy. Oh, damn.
Yeah, boy.
Annette, you didn't do your virtual gift list.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Are you gonna do it?
Anyway, guys, I miss you that. Do you know what, guys? I'm getting withdrawal symptoms of not recording.
Is it?
Why?
I feel like this recording
I-
actually worked really well today. I haven't had
I
any
really like.
sound issues.
I really like recording. I realise that recording the podcast is a very good outlet for me. And I didn't realise how much I appreciated just being able to talk until we haven't been able to actually like physically go to the studio and record together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I came to that realization the other day, and I was like, it was a really good outlet for me,
And that's what I'm
actually.
saying. I miss going to like the studio, not only because obviously we get to record, but like it'll be part of like your just
Routine.
Routine.
It's part of the routine. Like when your friends, when your colleagues or your friends ask you, "Oh, what did you do on the weekend?" Like, "Oh, I went to go and record my podcast in the studio." And they're like, "Oh, you got a studio?"
And then we do like our spontaneous visits to like Stratty. And just,
Yeah.
just do nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So I think I realized, like, again, like I know we keep on talking about, you know, this whole quarantine and COVID-19 and stuff, and thankfully to God, none of us have been affected by it. Or sorry,
We shall never
infected by
be.
it, shall I say? We've all been infected. We've all been affected by
Annette, are you
it,
okay
one way or
there?
another.
Pregnancy symptoms.
Annette, do not give birth on this Zoom, you know.
Nah, that's right. I don't. You
Because
can't
man can't even fly down to
Michael is there. It's calm.
Damascus.
Michael's here. He's playing
Annette, do not do a
PlayStation.
Patricia Bright on us.
Innit?
Oh my gosh! Give birth by the
Patricia
front door.
Bright is like,
corridor.
oh, I feel a bit of twinges. I feel a bit of pain. Next thing, baby.
Baby's here.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Apparently, she said
Madness.
it's called something. It's an actual thing.
No, it
Like
is.
the fast labor.
Yeah, it
Preterm
is.
labour.
No,
My,
it's just the fast labor.
My friend
is it?
had her baby on her doorstep.
Is it?
The minute
'Cause-
the ambulance got there, the baby was out. But lucky for her, her mum was there, and her mum used to be a nurse. So at least her mum knew what she was kind of doing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
And her second baby, I think she had in the ambulance ride on the way there.
No way.
My cousin had her baby in her
Oh,
cab
that's
on the way
long.
to the hospital.
Oh,
And then the
that's
cabman
longer.
started screaming at her.
Why? Because of his. Because of
Why
his
you
chest?
deliver your baby here? Why you deliver baby here?
Bruv,
People are wicked,
I'm
you
throwing
know.
you up the comic. Do you know how much blood is in that?
How can he say
People
that,
are
donkey?
wicked, you know.
Go on the pavement. Go on the pavement.
Nah.
He's such a donkey. How
I'm
can
sure
you
if
say
she could
that?
control it, she's not there going, I'm just gonna. I think she don't want to have her baby in a taxi. I'm sure.
She's got 3 kids, and literally, I think her labour's lasted less than an hour with each kid.
That's the kind of labour I'm looking for. I'm looking for them.
Yeah,
That's the kind of labour
That's what
I
you
need
want, though. You always got time.
in a few weeks.
Honestly, no one's got time for that.
That's what I want.
Anyway.
Wait, I'm just looking for them. Ooh, I feel
I
a
think I was in
twinge.
labour for 11 hours with Keeks.
11 hours isn't that long, is it?
Yeah, it's not that bad. But
You're lucky,
obviously,
bro.
I was induced, so
Oh, were
it
you?
had to. It was kind of sped up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to be induced.
See.
But yeah,
How long was
it's-
your labour, Georgina?
Georgina's was 5 minutes. She walked to the hospital. Remember?
Yeah, she was one of them.
Mhm.
Boy, girl, bye. Bye, Felicia. No, I
No,
didn't.
she didn't walk to the hospital. She walked the day before, or the
yeah.
afternoon. Was it the
walked the day
afternoon?
before.
Was it the day
Oh,
before?
I
Or
thought
the
it was the
afternoon.
afternoon of.
The afternoon. Actually, no, the
Yeah.
day of my when I
yeah.
gave birth. Yeah, I was
went
in
for a-
Canary Wharf shopping
yeah.
with my sister.
Yeah.
That was such a lovely day. It was so beautiful and hot. I was
Such a
planning to go
lovely
on a tour ride. I was planning to go on the big bus
Imagine.
company tour ride. And I was so upset when they were like, "Oh, your water's broke." I was like, "What? I'm meant to go on a tour ride now?" They're like, "Yeah, you've got to go to the hospital because the baby's done a poo, so you need to go
Who
now."
told you that your waters broke?
My midwife, because I went to go and I had an appointment at the GP.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
we went to Canary
Yeah, I
Wharf.
remember now.
Went to the GP, and then we were meant to go straight from the GP to Westminster. But yeah, we didn't go because I went to Westminster, but to St Thomas's Hospital, not to my bus ride.
Said.
She's like, not my bus ride.
Imagine,
Yeah,
imagine
I was
Georgina
so-
trying to think about maybe if I can just go quickly and then
I was
not
so
have to
vexed,
walk.
you know.
Ask
I
them to
was
drop
so
me
vexed.
off.
I was really, and then I was even more vexed because my sister was like, "All right, George, I'm gonna go now." I said, "You're gonna go to the bus ride?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll go for both of us." And she's like, "Oh, I'll probably see you in a couple of days." Then when we called her back and we were like, "Oh, I've given birth," she was like, "What? I've just finished the bus ride. I'm coming now."
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
That was quick.
That
it was
is
so funny.
Wait,
And she
you
kept
gave
on
birth
saying,
in the daytime?
"Yeah, it was." Well, I gave birth in the evening at
Do you know what? It
8:06.
sounds so stupid,
That's
right?
so
But I feel
cute.
like everybody has their babies at night.
I had Kiana
guess
at
so.
1:13.
In the afternoon.
13, yeah, in the afternoon.
How do you guys
But
remember?
I thought
I don't
it was
remember what time
midnight
I gave
because
birth.
I was like, what? It's
Yeah, I
Saturday.
remember. 8:06. I remember. It came out just like that. I remember. Imagine my appointment at my GP was at 3:00. Yeah, my appointment at the GP was at 3:00, and I remember it took us like a good 1 hour to get to the hospital. Only God knows why.
Wow.
I remember I went to Sainsbury's and I was creasing because my water was dripping, and I remember the security guard was just like, "Sister, are you okay?" I said, "Oh, my water's just broke," and he said, "Eh." I said, "No, my water just broke." And I kept on saying to my sister, "I can feel contractions." And my sister was like, "Georgina, you're so dramatic. There's no way you can feel contractions now. It doesn't happen that quickly. You're gonna feel it like not until like
Is this
tomorrow
your
or
eldest
something."
sister? Your oldest
Don't
sister?
mind her because
Wait,
she's
were you on the phone or was that when she was here?
no, she was with me, beside me.
Oh, okay.
She came to London specifically for the birth to make sure that she was here, and she was like, "Georgina, you're exaggerating. You're exaggerating." I was like,
Meanwhile,
but I was laughing. So I was like, "I promise to God Almighty, I'm getting contractions." And she was like, "So why are you laughing?" I was like, "Because this whole thing is funny. Because I want to go sightseeing, and I can't believe my water's broke, and I'm just wetting myself in the street." That's all I can think of. It's literally just like, did you ever watch Little Britain when the water's just come, when the lady's just weeing and it just wouldn't stop? That's what it felt like. It just felt like it had a hose in between my leg. I was just like, and then it stopped and then it just started coming out again. And I remember just sitting on, oh, it's so funny, man.
That is
It was
hilarious.
but I think it's
funny.
TV spoils us because I feel like, remember in TV, right? What will always happen in it? The woman goes, "Oh my gosh, my water's broke," and then she'll be like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
And then she'll start having the baby straight away. So they make you think that as soon as your waters break, you're about to have a baby. But then I realized actually it's not like that. There's bare women just their waters break and they'll just be walking around like,
yeah,
they're just walking around for days.
Yeah.
My water didn't even break. They had to break it in the hospital. Yeah, it was
See?
Is
mad.
it true that they do the thing and go like this?
What, to break the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels if
they
like
have to pinch
mad.
it.
They pinch it.
They put a hook in mine.
Oh, is
like
it?
like a pin? Yeah, they literally went.
No,
obviously I didn't feel anything.
Midwife, I don't know. All I saw her was she just mounted the bed and she just whooped her hand and just water came out everywhere. I was like, what?
You know what's the maddest thing?
What's that?
So how, if they can do that like so easily, does that mean you can like anyone can break your waters?
No. Because your cervix is
you have
closed.
to be a specialist.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, your cervix is closed.
Even
How
when they do
your cervix to break the
when
water?
they do that, it's the same thing. They
When
have to
they
go
do the
inside the cervix.
Do you know, to be fair, yeah, do you know, I was actually thinking, because the day when I gave birth, like I said, I went to the GP, and because it was a day, I gave birth a day after my due date. And I remember that they said to me, oh, if you don't give birth now, you're probably going to have to get induced, and then you probably will give birth within the next 2 weeks. And I was like, 2 weeks? No one's got time for that. This baby needs to come out. Like, I wasn't ready for them, like now, when it happened, obviously. So so she was just like, oh, I just want to give you a sweep. I was like, what? I was like, what does that mean? She's like, I'm just going to touch the baby. I said, how are you going to touch the baby when it's inside me? I'm just going to put my hand up there. And I said,
the baby's
what?
head.
I have to go.
Oh my God. And she literally took her hand, fingered me with 4 fingers. And I said, what the heck was that? And then she was just like, calm down. Calm down, calm down. I was like, what was it? She's like, calm down, Georgina. Your water broke and the baby's done a poo.
How does she know that?
Because the water was brown.
The water's brown.
The water was brown. So she was like, okay, is there some meconium there? There's some meconium.
Meconium. That's what they call it.
Got on my nerves.
Oh,
you guys
meconium there.
Was she your midwife? Was she
meconium? Only at the GP surgery. Oh, I swear, I thought that woman was a witch, you know. I said to her, and she, do you know what she said to me when I said I'm going to go now, and she said, and she said to me, it'll probably take you about 36 hours to give birth. I said, shut up, man, about 36 hours. Is this what you should be telling me when I'm about to give birth? And I was just like, and I said, oh, do I need to go to the hospital now? She said, it's very dangerous. You need to go now. Go now. I was like, shut up. And when I called her to say, I called her when I gave, she's an idiot. She wanted to use me as a textbook. And I said, trust me, I won't be your textbook, baby. I won't be your textbook. When I called her, the midwife that actually helped deliver my baby, she was just like, oh my God, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. Right. That's what she kept on saying. Oh, yeah. Because she couldn't understand. Because she kept on saying to me, like, oh, you haven't given, you're not ready. I was like, I am. I said, I'm gonna poo. That's all I kept on saying. I said, I'm gonna poo myself. It's like, Wayne, come to the toilet with me. I'm gonna poo. Can you put tissue on the toilet, please? I'm gonna poo.
Oh my goodness.
I've heard that. It feels like that as well.
But it just feels like the biggest poo of your life. With fire.
With fire.
The ring of fire. Oh
and
my God,
Georgina.
The ring of fire.
You guys, I don't want to hear these stories anymore. I think I'm done.
Yeah. I literally said, it's burning!
I didn't even talk, you know. I didn't even talk. For me, it was a mind over matter thing. I couldn't even talk.
Yeah.
I literally was just like, wow, I can't believe I'm going through this. I think that was the only thing that when it was happening, I remember just thinking, God, this just needs to start and finish. It needs to be over with now.
My labor was so long. I remember being on the bed and I was like to Michael, call Georgina now. She needs to pray for me right now. I was furious.
And
he was just like,
in there for?
He was like, babe, calm down. I was like, call her now. I need to pray. That's the only thing that's going to calm me down.
So strong.
Wow.
Like,
I was there for like 2 days.
Because you didn't have anything in it, and you didn't take anything until like the cesarean point, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was,
you were
a trooper.
So strong.
You were
like for 2 days to be feeling that. I remember I felt the pain for, how many hours did I feel it for, babe? Like 2 hours. And I said, this is long.
Wait, Georgina,
my mind is not built for this.
Did you get pain relief?
No.
Yeah, no, because yours is quick.
No, I didn't get any pain. I didn't have time. I think they asked me if I wanted gas and air. And I remember when I took one puff and I threw up, and I was just like, not for me. Yeah, threw up
so
straight away.
I remember saying with the Gassinet, I was like, you couldn't pay me $1 billion to do this again. I think I was high. I was like, I don't know how surrogate people do this for fun. What is this bullshit?
They gave me Gassinet like 8 hours after my labor, and I was like, "Are you people mad? Why didn't you give me this thing earlier? Now you're gonna give it to me just now."
Did you
Yeah, I was all right. I was like, "Oh, this is nice."
I love Gassinet,
really?
Georgina.
I was like, "Why don't they sell this in Boots? Are they crazy? Why don't they sell this?
I have no control.
Like, why can't I buy it?"
I think that's why I didn't like it. I had no control over myself. It's like you're taking drugs. Yeah, people are high.
But you know what? It's weird. Well, for me, for me, it's a bit weird because it's like I've had it a few times, isn't it? So it's like I know when I'm getting to that point, and in my head, I'm like, hell yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Shut up.
Free.
Oh, yeah, it's about to hit. Yeah.
Shut up.
But no, it definitely helps. It helps. It makes a difference to your pain.
But this time round, we know that definitely it's going to be amazing for Annette. The same way how it was amazing for her the first time. You've got a beautiful baby now. You're going to have another beautiful baby in a couple of weeks.
Literally.
And exactly. And I think even obviously we've been speaking about, we've been speaking about the whole corona and quarantine thing, but I feel like now especially they're like trying to make it like dish out fair, like especially for like pregnant women now. And obviously for Annette, we just know that that's just not going to be the case for her whatsoever. And it's definitely a faith over fear situation over here. We're not operating in fear. We got the faith. We're activating all of that faith. Exactly.
I told my
that
midwife,
COVID-19 better bow down to the God of Annette.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Annette, you can have a home birth, can't you?
Wow, I would do
Can
that.
you?
If they start telling me mad things about this virus, then I'll have this baby in the bathtub. That's about it.
Okay.
You just have to do what you have to do.
Daphne, what's your problem?
So look at your friend.
To be honest,
I wish I could help you deliver your baby, Annette.
Yeah, I wish you could too. And Daniel, you can hold my other leg.
I literally wish I could be there to like deliver your baby.
One like that. Daphne, you're holding one leg. I'm holding one leg. Georgina's catching the baby.
No, you guys are good. You're good.
Daphne's like, I'm not involved. Sorry, guys.
No. Michael's catching the baby. Nobody's catching anybody else's baby. Michael catch your baby.
Michael catch the baby.
I'll be there to talk to Annette and just be like, you're doing wonderful.
You can put me on loudspeaker.
I won't even talk. Actually, she just want me to talk. I'll just watch her. You're doing great.
What's those things that they have to help you with? What's it called when you're delivering your baby and you have someone to doula? That's doula. It. So that would be you, George. The doula.
I'm not being funny, but I've been a doula before. I helped deliver Caswell's first baby.
Oh yeah, you said that.
When? I was in the delivery room. Wayne took them to the hospital. Can you imagine? Wayne drove them to the hospital when she was given birth, and she asked me to be her birthing partner. Like in that moment, I had no choice, and I was just like, oh my god! I was just like, her baby's 18 years old.
Did you know what you were doing?
I didn't know what I was doing.
Just had to firm it, innit?
I was talking to her through. I was like, you're doing so great. She was holding my hand, and I just remember her squeezing the life out of my hand. And I remember just thinking at 18, and I remember just thinking, no, not 18. Sorry, I was 19. I remember just thinking everything just stinks.
Same thing. Wow.
That's the immaturity, right? I was like, it stinks, but you're doing great at the same time.
But it stinks.
It's a baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was an experience and a half. I mean, literally, you can't even make it up. I was just like, I couldn't. I told my mum, I was like, "Mummy, I did help deliver the baby."
What I was about to say. What did your mum say? Yeah.
My mum was like, "What?"
Your mum must be like, "What?"
I was like, she's like, "What did you do?" I was like, "Well, I didn't do anything. I was just there. I was just there with her, telling her what to do." I don't know. If for some reason it's like an instinct, you just automatically know
naturally, you just
what to do in that moment. Like nothing can prepare you for it.
Do you feel like, obviously, that person at the time, do you think it's more the idea of having someone there just to support you is helpful than just not having anything? Because obviously it's like
No, not really. I think for this person in particularly, I felt like she trusted me, in the sense of she trusted me because I spent time with her. Like, obviously I met her through her partner, but I think she had grown to trust me, and she was a very nice girl, and obviously it was just unfortunate that they weren't together anymore, in the sense of it then kind of split everything up, and then it would have been awkward to kind of like remain friends with somebody if I met you through somebody. So it was one of those kind of situations, but we never had a problem. And I think she literally said to me, like, please, can you come in with me? And it's not like I'm going to be like, no. Like he was there with her as well, so she could have just said, oh, I just wanted to be me and him, but she was adamant, and she was like, no, please, can you come? And I was like, oh my god, right.
Did you have to wear scrubs?
No, they didn't care about me wearing scrubs.
I think that's only if you're having a cesarean.
Yeah.
So wait,
if you go into theatre,
everyone has to wear scrubs.
Okay, in theatre only. Okay.
Yeah, we weren't in theatre. We were just in, like, I'm sure we were just in a room. Yeah, we're literally just in a room.
The whole thing sounds
I couldn't believe it, boy. But I remember just thinking, she looks like she's in pain, boy. That's all I remember thinking to myself.
George, I'm surprised that didn't put you off. When I watched my video
put me
back,
off. I just thought
I was like, what is that? What is this?
You watched it? You recorded it?
I had to, guy recorded it. So when I watched it back, I was like, what the hell is this? What is that? Why does it look like this?
You recorded your birth?
Guy recorded it, yeah. So I watched it back like a month afterwards, and I was like, how do women even, why is that happening? What is that?
Did you watch, as in, was your video very detailed?
It showed everything. It was very explicit. Like, Kiona came out in 3 pushes, and I was like, what? How? Why? Like, literally, the doctor that caught her was like, oh my God. I expected her to come out just then. So you literally see everything expanding, and I was like, but why? Why?
Are you gonna put it on YouTube?
Take it back.
Never. Not that video. Maybe baby number 2. Filmed at a different
I actually
angle.
watch them, you know. I think they're quite cool.
Yeah, I used to watch Rumble every minute.
I watch birthing videos.
But I wouldn't, that video.
Did you record your one in it?
Nah.
Because you can't have phones,
they don't
remember?
allow you. You're not allowed to do.
You can have anything in the theatre. Has to be very clean.
But my friend recorded. She got her cesarean recorded. Not everything. Not the part where they're cutting. So there was like a curtain. There was a curtain bit. Yeah. So you can't obviously cut it. But as soon they put the curtain up, and her husband was recording as they had the curtain up, and then on the other side.
You can do the other
side. So she was just like, oh my God. Like, I can feel the tug, and she was like, "Oh my God, have you lifted her up from my body?" And then he was like, "Yeah," and she said, "Oh my God, I can feel the weight just disappeared from her immediately," and she said she just felt the weight lift off her. She said, "Oh my God, she's out!" And then her husband was recording it, and she was like, "Oh my God!" And then you can hear her, and he's recording the baby. It was so nice watching. Really, really nice.
I remember it like yesterday. I just remember hearing Asha going, "Ah!" That's all I remember. When they took her.
Yeah. You know when they say you don't remember? I'm like, talk to your bloody self. You do remember.
Yeah, I remember everything.
I was like, follow her. Follow the baby.
Follow her. Don't swap my baby.
Don't follow the baby. Can you imagine? I'm big in the middle of surgery. I'm telling my husband, follow the baby.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah, man. Where are you taking my baby to?
We're too African, guys. We are too African.
Because every time that you'll be watching one episode of Oprah, after 16
I was swapped
years,
at
I
birth.
was swapped at birth. Why? How? What? What do you mean?
I was told that my parents were really...
Where was your mum and dad?
Innit?
Have you guys seen that show about the triplets that never knew they were triplets? The 3 men?
No.
Oh my gosh, I need to send you guys this. It's quite long, but it's so interesting.
See, this is what I'm saying. How can you not know you're a triplet?
Walk, sound, everything look like it's
and they were
wild.
never brought up together?
Never.
That's weird.
That's scary.
Yeah, I'm going to send you guys the link.
Were they put for adoption when they were born?
They went from, yeah.
So that makes sense.
They went to separate families, but they were never told, basically. Actually, I think they were told they were twins, not a third one. But it's actually so interesting. And when they finally meet, it's so cute.
I'd love to have twins.
Yeah.
As in theory, I'd like to have twins.
Why in theory? I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like I always said I would have loved to have twins first because you don't really know any different.
But that's the thing. I feel like I'd like to have the one, then have twins. I don't know if I'd like to have twins.
Oh,
I kind of want to just be able to kind of feel like, okay, I can get used to everything, rather than literally your first goal, you're like, 2 kids.
But you wouldn't know any different.
And she's like, she's not having any more. So I think
you wouldn't know any
have
different.
Your 1 and then 2. I don't know. She's just, her and her husband have decided they're not having any more. They're good with their twins.
Oh, well, it's so funny because my friend, well, she's not my friend like, actually, she's not my friend like that. She had 1 baby, so she gave birth like 2 years ago, and then she gave birth again to triplets, and they were born on the same day as her first child.
Stop!
She's got a girl and she just had a boy last year and they're born on the same day.
That is wild.
I don't know how that happens, but
they love having sex in the same month.
But why do people like having sex in the same month?
Yeah,
is there no alternations?
They love it.
Maybe there's a particular period of the year where they just lose themselves and everything just
even more romancing.
But to be on the same day, at least anyway, they can just do one big party for them, innit? Everybody.
No, but it's not nice.
I don't want to share my birthday with my siblings.
I don't want to share my birthday with anybody.
Me either.
Oh well,
that's long, man.
I'm praying all my.
It's not fun after a while.
I remember my brother, whose birthday is in April. My birthday's in March. My mum used to make us share our birthdays.
How? Did I do the same?
Because he's in the beginning of April. And obviously, because I'm in the middle, she just thought, whatever, we'll celebrate your birthday on your brother's birthday too. I just thought, yeah, mum. So, nah.
That's funny.
I'm not involved. Too funny. She's so Nigerian, mum.
That is so funny. That is hilarious. April, March. Okay, everyone. So what month did you actually celebrate your birthday then? May?
April the 4th. On my brother's birthday.
Oh, sorry.
That's our order.
just forget the March.
That is our
in April.
That is too funny.
That's funny.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Can't remember.
It's okay.
What are you laughing at then? Wayne is actually listening to our conversation.
How can he hear us?
Because he's loud. I've got my my headphones halfway in. When I pulled it out when I heard Nathaniel screaming at the place. Just to hear if it was really coming from my house or not.
Anyway,
it is.
I'm glad you guys have enlightened me with your birth stories. I've got some reflecting to do.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
You, Daphne.
I said thank you for enlightening me with your birth stories. I've got some reflecting to do.
She's going to reflect.
Twins, bang bang, claim for you.
Yeah,
twins for you.
On a real score, guys, I'm scared that I might have twins though.
Have you got twins?
Why?
My dad's a twin.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
I didn't know.
Yeah, he's got a twin sister.
Oh, you kept that secret?
No, I told you guys. I told you the minute I told the guy, he was like, "Pardon, why didn't you tell me this in the beginning?"
Lol.
He started sweating.
Just go for
like,
the
I've just been shooting my shot, not knowing that there could be consequences.
And then I've been shooting my shots, not knowing I could get double for my trouble.
In it?
Exactly.
1, 2 shots.
Oh Lord.
Goodness me.
Yep, my dad's got a twin sister.
I've got twins in my family, so I'm just like this.
I think I'd faint if my next child was a twin.
I think you'd faint if you thought it was one,
too.
and then you.
And then later,
they were like, "Oh, hold on, there's another one
behind."
Can you? That one is out of order.
Isn't it?
Look how
no, my old manager, she gave birth to her first kids were twins, and all throughout her pregnancy, they told her that she was having a girl and a boy. And on the day of her pregnancy, they found when she gave birth, she had 2 girls, and she'd only bought boys and girls clothes, so they just had to wear them. And her husband was so upset because her husband thought, oh, we're going to have a boy. And then she got pregnant again now, and she had another girl. So 3 girls.
No.
And he was just like, that's it. No more kids. No more kids.
Oh.
I was just like, yeah. So imagine. I think, but that's so scary how they can actually get it wrong.
Yeah, because science
for some
fails.
reason you just assume that no, but I just always thought that everything is 100% right when it comes to finding out the sex of the baby.
Science.
How did they find the willy and the penis? That means the baby's like
people are good, because you know when you look look at the scan, you're literally
ultrasound.
I can't see
what you're looking
at.
I
can't
see anything. I can't see anything.
If it's not for them going, so what we have here is the this and the this. You would even be able to, and it's only because most of the time you've seen it before, you can kind of be like, well, that's a head and then this. But anything else is like, I don't know what else.
But that's the only thing you can make out. Is even one time I think I called the tummy the head, and I said, "What's that? The head is big," and she said, "No, it's the tummy. It's the belly. That's the tummy." I said, "Oh, I thought that was a big ass head."
He said, "The head is big."
I didn't even see it at first. I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
This is the thing. I don't understand. Even when they show you the toes, they're like, "Oh, look, he's sticking out his tongue." Where? I think this looks like a blur.
Maybe they're just
black and white,
maybe
grey
they're
blur.
Just making it up. They're just making it up as they go along.
I think so.
So
I think
funny.
so. But I remember when we found out that Nathaniel was a boy, and I remember when Wayne saw it, and Wayne was just like, "Oh, it's a boy." And I was like, what are you guys looking at? Because I literally could just see shadow and black and white. I cannot see Jack. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Daphne, you're gonna finish me.
Imagine George going like, "What is that? What are you guys talking about?"
And I know Georgina as well. Like, she can fully have the scan, and she could just be like, "No,
I still don't see it."
I don't see it.
Okay. If that's what you think.
See it. But I see other people's babies in their scans. So I saw Annette's baby. When I saw Annette's scan, I was like, yeah, you're having a little boy, Bull. You're having a little boy.
Straight away.
Oh, is it?
I was like, how do you keep doing this? She did the same thing with Asha's scan. I was like, oh, little princess.
I don't know how you know these things.
I don't know how she knows.
It's the head shape. It's the baby's head shape.
What's a girl's head shape, please?
I can't explain it to you. I just need to look. I need to look at the head shape. But when as soon as I saw Annette's one,
you're definitely a magician, because Annette's ultrasound. No, because Annette's ultrasound looks exactly like Asha. They look exactly the same. How did you know that was a boy?
Yeah, both their ultrasounds are the
exactly the same. They look like twins. And you're able to tell who's a girl and a boy.
It's the head shape.
And I need to see both of them again, because I need to see what Georgina's on about.
No, she just knows, man.
It's the head shape.
Every pregnant woman,
is it bigger?
Every pregnant woman, she's been able to tell what they're having.
It's the head shape. That's the only way I can tell, and the only reason, because Wayne and I was using Nathaniel's head shape and using that as our template for every child's head shape.
So that's how you know.
Oh, wow.
That's the only way I know. I told you guys by the head shape.
I'm looking at Kiana's ultrasound right now, and I'm thinking,
okay.
What? Are you trying to guess whether she's a girl or a boy?
No, I'm thinking I know what to base it on for the next ones. I know what to base it on now.
But that's how I based it on for everybody's, to be fair. I just looked at Nathaniel's one, and I based it off that. But
that is so funny.
Annette's baby looked like a boy. Like his head was round. I said, that's a boy's head.
His head is round. I was saying to Michael, his head is perfectly round,
Very
isn't
round.
it? It's so round. But yeah, I can't wait for him to get him.
Yeah,
now.
it's round.
Just like, can you hurry up?
I know. I wonder what he's going to look like.
He's going to look like...
He's going to look like Asha.
I think like he's going to look like Asha, yeah.
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 Well, that ultrasound definitely looks like Asha boy.
It look like
She's
Asha.
gonna be so happy to meet her baby bro.
Every 2 minutes, baby brother, I love you, baby brother. I love you, brother.
She's telling me. Oh, she says she loves him.
So cute.
Yeah, she does.
And then, are you guys gonna get Asha again, her baby brother? How are you going to do the whole introducing? You know, like some parents are like, okay, well, if she's already saying baby brother, I love you, baby brother, I guess it's not as deep for Asha.
Or her baby brother buys her a gift.
Yeah, they get a gift from the baby brother or sister to the biggest older sibling.
I was thinking about that.
But if she's already saying baby brother, I love you, baby brother, then she's halfway there. It's not going to be as big of a shock.
But it's still nice for her to still feel involved as well.
Yeah. I definitely think it's a good thing to do. It's a good gesture for them.
I don't know how distant she feels from it because she's got Renaya. She's got.
Oh yeah, you said she's good with babies. Yeah. She's had her little bit of practice.
Mike's sister just had a baby, so.
Yeah, she's had a
and they're always together. Like when before this happened, they were always together. So yeah. So I don't know. She's pretty good with her.
Yeah. She's gonna be cool.
A little tribe. I'm gonna have a little tribe.
Crew life.
Mini.
Yeah, well.
I'm gonna have that.
Danielle's like, I need to change.
Salad.
Yeah, I need to change. I need to be having salad in my fridge too.
Yeah, girl.
Trust me, it's good.
Salad
oh
and
my gosh!
spinach.
Wait! Have you seen that thing? About the vegetables.
Oh, what now?
Actually, what's that program called?
What hell? What's it? What the hell?
These people. Yeah. What?
What the hell?
What the
Is
vegan?
That what it's called?
That's on Netflix.
I think
There's a lot of programs.
What?
I don't know which Netflix. One you're talking about.
And all these
is it the one with the cows?
So there's like athletes. There's like one of the
that
world's strongest men.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called.
What's that?
They don't even eat meat. They only eat grass.
Yeah.
And the guy says, that I was talking to Mike in this program on Netflix. I was talking to Mike and I was like, don't you think we should go vegan like once a week or something?
Yeah.
And the guy says, have you ever seen an ox eat meat?
Yeah.
And I was just like,
it's called Game Changers.
An ox. It's like one of the strongest animals in the world.
Yeah. It's called Game Changers, isn't it?
So what does it eat?
That's it. Grass.
Same with gorillas. Gorillas don't eat meat.
Gorillas don't eat meat.
Basically, the whole point is that we don't need meat like that.
That's it.
It's all a lie. And I agree.
We need meat. I wouldn't say we need meat.
We don't.
It's just what we're accustomed to. Obviously, we've grown up in a household 100%.
I'm not gonna lie though. The other day, so I try not to eat meat too much, but every so often I'm just like, and the other day I just was like, Georgina, I forgot to tell you. I was meant to say to you the other day, can you make me oxtail when we leave this place? Safe.
I made oxtail. I made oxtail on Sunday. It was so nice. Nathaniel loves it as well.
Can you not tell me this, please?
It was so soft.
I haven't made oxtail for the time. Maybe I'll go and buy it on the weekend because.
What's that?
Where are you going to get it from?
The butchers.
Where did you get it from? Oh, the butchers is open.
Yeah, it's food.
It's an essential place.
And what have you been eating if you haven't been going to the butchers? Anyway, you are healthy.
Don't mind her. Did you see the other day she sent a picture of her and Michael eating steak, bro?
Chicken.
Yeah,
steak.
We did.
But we get it from M&S or Tesco.
Wait, Annette, you people eat snake.
Steak.
What?
You
You bought a snake from M&S.
The laptop.
I thought Daphne just said Michael and Annette eat snake. And then Annette just said, "Oh, we bought the snake from M&S." I said, "What?"
Stop.
You see my eyes?
This is not Shaka Zulu. This is not Shaka Zulu.
Literally.
Snake. What? No.
This is what I made the other day. I was fiending. It doesn't look that appetizing, to be fair, but it literally was the bomb.
Plates that don't look appetizing.
You guys make jerk chicken and fresh salad. Oh my God. It was literally, I could have eaten every single pieces of those jerk chickens that I had.
Those jerk chickens.
Are you going to send us a picture?
I literally was just thinking of jerk chicken.
You're going to show us a picture.
I put it in the group.
Oh,
okay. I haven't looked.
George, this looks refreshing and tantalizing.
It was so refreshing and it was so the jerk chicken was succulent.
Georgina, I thought
and the salad was just fresh.
I'm very proud of you.
It was so nice. It just felt fresh. I didn't have mango then, so I couldn't even cut it in. Because mango with jerk chicken in a salad is so good. And I just didn't. I had some balsamic vinegar on there, but you can't see it. Oh my Lord. And I had some of the excess sauce from the jerk chicken on my salad. Oh my God. Game changer or game
foodies,
changer.
isn't it?
So proud of you.
Look at how we're talking about food.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's good though.
Foodies.
It's good. That kind of stuff you can eat non-stop.
But I want to be able to go outside so I can wear shorts. I don't even wear shorts.
You want to go outside so you can wear shorts, but you don't wear shorts.
I don't wear, but that's how much I just want to be out. I'm like,
yeah, you're ready to turn up, mate.
I want to wear a bikini with my out of order stomach.
Georgina, time out. Just go face the wall. Go face the wall.
Go face the wall.
Go face the wall.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I realise all these things I've been deprived of myself. Now that we're quarantined, it doesn't even matter whether I'm deprived. I can't even wear. It doesn't even matter.
This is the time to
so after this season is done,
when they will quarantine us again. Can you imagine? You might as well just live your life, because all we know is in 6 months time they say no, back to quarantine.
Walking around in a crop top now.
Imagine if it gets to December and they're like, sorry. Literally.
No. They should
all my tops are belly tops. Do you remember in primary school? I can't even do this on camera. Do you remember in primary school we used to wear belly tops like this?
Yeah. You used to pull your t-shirt and
Georgina,
have you done it? Hey, this is a PG-13.
It's midnight now.
Oh, so what is this?
It's after that.
It's after midnight.
Lock your kids away. This is not the kids' podcast.
Yeah, exactly. This is not
a kids' podcast.
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Even though we have regular appearances of our children on here.
Yeah, exactly.
Pop-ups.
Tonight's episode being one of those episodes.
No.
Let me.
Oh goodness.
Okay, actually,
you had a water bath.
They're fun, isn't it? Did you have
and
one?
then it was just like, I got in, but then I was just like, I can't have this baby in here. The water was getting on my nerves. I was just like, no, get me out. I can't do this.
I loved it, you know.
No, not inside. It was the sound of the running water. So being inside is fine, but hearing the tap, I'm just like, no, get me out. Just get me out.
You guys are wild.
That was my plan.
Just get me out.
Like
that was my
tap.
plan.
I said, get me
out. What was your plan, George?
And every minute putting down the mirror underneath my ass, I'm just like, just piss off. Just move.
Just piss off.
What was your plan, George?
So my plan was to have. I said to Wayne that I want to have a water bath. If the pain gets too much, just tell them to give me a cesarean because it's long otherwise. And then I remember like when I was pushing, I was like, when I started pushing the baby, I was like, but I'm meant to be in the water. I remember just saying, I remember that was the only thing I felt like. I thought I was meant to have a water bath.
Oh my God, you have finished me tonight. Seriously.
That is so funny.
That's what I remembered.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So I didn't even get to run the water. Basically, I was annoyed because I wanted that experience.
Relieve the pain.
To be fair, I don't like baths. I don't like sitting in a bath, if that makes sense. So I don't even know why I suggested such a silly thing, because I don't like the idea of dirt floating around me. So again, I don't know why I would suggest such a silly thing for myself.
But it's different because this time there's no like soap or anything. There's no chemicals. There's no products. It's just
water makes me feel heavy.
Yeah, I get that though.
When I'm just sitting in water, it makes me feel lethargic and heavy, and I feel like I've got no control. And I think that's my problem. I need control.
Georgina.
George, you used to swim. I don't get it.
I can't swim anymore. I told you my legs don't pedal.
You keep telling me that. You're such a fraud. You can swim.
I can't.
We used to go swimming. What are you talking about?
She said her legs don't paddle.
I don't move. I promise to God, I literally jump, I get in the water and I sink. Nothing. I paddle so fast. I'm like,
in the water.
And I'm just staying in one spot. I'm not moving.
What happened?
Right, I don't know.
I can't.
The belly.
I'm
the belly happened.
From. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, I can't swim anymore, basically. So when Nathaniel goes in the water, when we're on holiday and Nathaniel goes in the water, I'm like, well, your daddy better catch you, because I cannot.
It ain't gonna be me.
But Nate, he goes swimming lessons, doesn't he? Or he used to go to swimming lessons. So
no, Nathaniel don't be going swimming lessons.
Oh,
Nathaniel,
he
goes swimming in the bath. Taking
Oh my god.
Lessons for what reason?
God.
Please, you'll learn later on. It's just all of this stuff. It gets too complicated after a while. It's too much, man. It's too many activities. He's already active. You go nursery, you do all these things. Please sit down one day of the week.
It's true.
George, you're so funny.
No, it's true, bro.
Oh,
It's actually true.
Oh God.
I wonder how Kiana's gonna feel on her first lesson back. If she's gonna go back in the pool.
Oh, just so she stopped her lessons, because my friend's kids, they're doing like 1-to-1 lessons now for swimming.
No, our lessons have been stopped since the whole lockdown thing.
Did they have a private pool?
Yeah, but it's in a school, so I guess because the school's closed.
How is this instructor even allowed to instruct still with your friends? That's wild.
People are trying to make P. I've seen people doing driving lessons in secret, you know.
No.
This man, I literally saw him. Imagine, he's a mad person. He's an AA driver. You know, they've postponed all driving tests until after July. And he covered the AA sign, and I could see him driving. I'm like, this man's mad. Do you think we can't see that you're a driving instructor?
Did he have like someone doing a lesson? He had someone in there.
Yeah, but they were both wearing masks, so they both look like they were wearing hijabs in the car. Like you can't see their head, or you can just see eyes, but you can see they're all in PPE.
Not even
equipment.
2 meters apart at all in there.
Not at all.
That's ridiculous.
And I just thought to myself, that is so crazy. But then I thought, you know what? At the end of the day, he's self-employed. If you don't work, and he probably doesn't qualify for that furlough payment. So people I told you guys the other day that I saw obviously the hair shop, there was a hair shop in Lewisham, and they were open. I saw the shutter.
You said they climbed underneath.
Climbing underneath it.
We were laughing at that the other day.
And I was just like, what are they doing, bruv? So me too, I went to go and bend down and go and see what they're doing in there as well to see. And the woman was like, you need to do your hair, darling. You need to do your hair. I said, no, I don't need to do my hair. I was like, why are you open, bruv, about do I need to do my hair?
Isn't it?
But then I just thought to myself, actually, hairdressers and barbers, they don't fall within the category to be furloughed to get the 80% of their salary paid by the government. So really and truly, what can they do?
Don't they have a scheme for self-employed people too? No.
But not everybody. So not hairdressers are not included in that. Not all hairdressers. Apparently, we got an email the other day from Nathaniel's nursery asking us to sign a petition to say that apparently now the government are backtracking on paying the furlough payment to nursery for nursery workers. Yeah, for nursery staff. So they asked us to sign a petition to say that it's unfair that they've closed down the nursery. They've lost so much money from this now. And now the government are potentially telling them that they don't even qualify for the furlough payment.
Nah, do you know what? Something don't make sense. Because the government, if you're self-employed, I think even one of your friends, I'm not going to say anyone's names, you can get like grants and stuff if you have a business.
Oh, yeah.
Whose friends? My friends.
You can.
Yeah. So all these people that are like, oh, we don't qualify. It's not about that. And also, if you're self-employed, there's schemes for them. And I think most of the time, the reason why they're not able to do things like get the money legit,
because it's not in their name.
Yeah, they're not legit in the first place. That's the issue, in my opinion. Because there are grants, there are things available for all businesses.
You have to be legit.
You have to, but I'm sure
it's not for all businesses, because even for the furlough payment, your company needs to qualify for certain things. Even I've heard many people, even as self-employed people, who have said that, oh, I saw like a video, Instagram live story of Bianca Miller and her husband. So Bianca, who was one of the finalists on The Apprentice, and she basically was saying it's all good and well that the government keep on saying, oh, we've got all these grants and all these loans for self-employed people, and she said actually it doesn't actually work out for us necessarily. And she is somebody who is a self-employed person, and she was just like, people don't even understand, how do we even get these loans, how do we get these grants? They're telling us we need to call HMRC. When did HMRC actually answer the phone in the first place? We call them on a normal day. How quickly did they respond? Imagine all these hundreds of thousands of companies who now need money. People don't, and at the end of the day, they only said the other day, only 140,000 companies have been authorized to get the furlough payment. That's what was announced the other day.
I'm not talking about furlough. I'm just talking about the
grants in general.
Self-employed people. Like, I'm literally on the website, and it tells you who can claim, and it doesn't list the things by business type. It just says you need to prove that your business has been adversely affected by coronavirus, and it says you would have had to submit a tax form from 2018 to 2019, traded in 2019 to 2020, are trading when you apply, continue to trade from 2020, have lost profits. So if you don't self-assess properly in the first place, you're not going to be able to apply because you don't have any documents to show that you're a legitimate business. So all I'm saying is that if you don't have your papers and affairs in order, it's going to be difficult. And I'm not talking about Bianca Miller. I'm talking about like just people that maybe they're doing small under the table. You come getting,
But the thing is, with people like hairdressers, people who are hairdressers, they are self-employed to the point where, so what about all these Instagram babes where they'll be like, oh, come and do your wigs for this price? Their businesses might not be registered. They're probably just Instagram people who are just making money.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying it's true. But I'm saying it's not to say that
nothing for them to get.
Yeah, because they didn't do, and that's the problem with this. Paperwork. If you don't have paperwork, you're not a business. Yeah. So it's not to say that the government is saying, oh, you're not qualified. You're not qualified if you're not a business. And that's why it's so important to have your things together. And a lot of people do that, and they purposely avoid paying tax for those reasons. And now it's come to bite you in the bum now.
Back home. They're building houses back home.
Because I have to pay tax. I can't even. Do you think I want to pay tax? Do you think I want to pay tax? I don't want to pay tax.
Yeah. No. You're right.
We all know those people. We go to all of those businesses. What did they tell you? Cash only. Why?
Yeah. Oh, you can't get your deposit back. Can't get your deposit back.
Now, when shit has now hit the
all these MUAs, can't get your deposit back.
You can't claim because really and truly,
you're late,
you're literally slicing your profits in half. You tell the government, I only earn this much. Meanwhile, you earn this much. And now the government is going to say, oh, but you only earn this much, so we can give you that much. Well, that's what you used to earn, right?
It's true.
It is
but
true.
It won't cover your costs because you're lying.
It's true.
But hey, I just hope that people that are adversely affected can get some help, because regardless of whether they were right or wrong,
JSA and what's it? Universal credit, bruv.
Yeah,
that's what they get.
That's what they say. Yeah, and
that's what they're gonna have to get. The government has even said, if you're not able to get the money or you don't qualify for this, you need to go on Universal credit.
Yeah,
it's madness.
Yeah,
it's very mad.
It's unfortunate.
So imagine the pride of so many people who would have never had to go on such a thing before. And again, it's not like I'm looking down on it or whatsoever. But there's some people who they say, there's some people that they like to say things like, I've never been on benefits in my life. Never been on benefits. They kind of they live off that kind of like, that's kind of like their glory almost, that they've never had to like succumb to like using any kind of government funding or anything or relying on something. And a lot of those sorts of people will have to now succumb to the pressure of having to go on this universal credit or whatever it is, because that's the only way they're going to be able to survive.
Do you know what? It's such a blessing for us as a country to have something like that, and even to just have the NHS, because I don't even know how they're surviving in America and all these kind of countries, and it's
they're not surviving. America is mad.
America's mad.
They've all been doing it.
The thing is, they've all been let go. And this is, and you know what? You're right. I think what Annette said, you're right. What you said is so correct, because even though with people in the UK and they're saying that, we've got the furlough payment, but we only get 80% of our salaries, etc. Even if your company, that's fantastic. It's something, exactly. But even
isn't it America, they're just giving them like a one-off payment?
Yeah. Because it's split by so many. How much are they really going to get? And
they get like 1,000. I think it's like 1,200 or something like that.
1,200. Yeah.
But guys, remember, with the furlough payment, you're still getting taxed. It's not tax free, so you still get taxed.
Not only if your employers top it up. by 20%.
You have to pay all your taxes regardless. So you pay all your taxes, any kind of deductions that you would have got. So some people would like enroll on like private healthcare, like bike riding scheme. If all of that was already as part of your deductions when you were a permanent full-time employee, that will come out of your furlough payment. Your company can choose to top up by 20% if they want to. However, a lot of companies are not choosing to top up the 20%. That's the reason why they've resorted to go into the furlough. Otherwise, they would just pay you your 100% salary. But one thing about the furlough that is good is that if a lot of companies decided to make their employees redundant at the point of this, when they realize that, we're going to have to close businesses, etc. So if your business has made you redundant, you can actually just say, can you furlough me up until that point, so that you're not without money at all if you didn't qualify for like a redundancy payout. So you could still be furloughed even though you're considered redundant at the same time.
Is mad.
So this country's still good, to be fair.
That's what I'm saying. They've still got safety nets in place.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, there'll always be people that fall through the cracks. I think that one, you can't avoid it. There are always going to be people who fall through the cracks. But you're right. It's better than some other countries where, like America, that they literally were like, something I think trillion. But then when you end up splitting the trillion something by the people in the country, it's like nothing.
It's nothing. It's rent money. Here is rent. It's mad. Like, how are you going to eat? I just don't get it.
And like, not to say like, there's like Americans, we know a lot of them are just very stupid. Like, they're stupid, and like it just makes me laugh. I go on social media and you can just see, like, I know it might be bants and stuff, but people are like joking, like, have you got your what are they calling it, America? They're calling it something, the money that they're getting, the stimulus package or something like that. Got your stimulus check. Got your stimulus check. And they're literally like waiting for this little couple of grand. They're like, what you gonna do with your stimulus check? And I'm like, eat. You're gonna eat. Like, you need to save the money. Like, and they just they see it as like some free money. And I'm like, you Americans are so
backwards.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
You're a bunch of dumbies. Not all of them.
No, please, disclaimer.
Shout out all our American listeners.
If it's paining you, it's because it's you that we're talking about.
Exactly. You'll only relate to that if that's what you are. But yes, it's crazy. But anyway, this too shall pass.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass. There ain't nothing new under the sun.
I'm just looking forward to that day.
Yeah.
That literally this is over.
But we're part of history, baby.
And then you're like,
we're part of history.
What is Annette Mezini Papa doing over there?
Oh, me. I'm high-fiving my teammate.
I was going to say she's flirting with her husband.
Yeah. Look at the smile on her face.
Could you imagine, like, when this is all over, could you imagine when like whichever president or prime minister is responsible and they'll be like, guys, we've killed coronavirus. COVID-19 is no longer coming back. Could you imagine what's going to happen? Yay!
It's going to be a street party.
It's a street party, yeah, 100%.
It's going to be a street party? Bruh. Yeah. That's a world party.
Yeah.
It's true. Global party.
It's a global party.
It's going to be like New Year's when we just literally are watching the TV.
Yeah, the fireworks.
Literally, there's going to be fireworks everywhere, boy.
They'll start spending money on fireworks.
Literally.
Maybe we should invest in the firework business. It's about to get lit.
Exactly. It's about to be a lituation.
I'm going to invest in beer, Corona. I'll invest in the beer company.
Boy.
Going to be buying all kinds of alcohol.
Guys, talking about investing.
Wine.
Did you guys see that? What's her name? That fitness girl on Instagram, the Rainbow one. What is her name? My battery's dead. Anyways, so she was doing this live fitness for a week, getting people to sign up. What is her name?
Well, is she on
Ciara
Live?
Fitness.
Ciara London.
Ciara London, yeah. So she was doing this free fitness thing for a week. Everyone work out with me from your house. And then she said, okay, starting from next week, I'm going to be charging everyone £15 a month. Obviously, no one's going to the gym. Yada, yada, yada. Work out with me. She had like 15,000 sign-ups or something like that. Times 15. Times 15. So 15,000 people times 15.
Mm-hmm.
She's clear for the month. That's 1 month, Obviously, I don't know if they'll continue paying.
But at least she's even doing fitness. At least she's even doing something that people can benefit from.
Yeah,
Did you hear what Black
smart.
China's doing? Did you hear what Black China's doing?
Yeah.
She's charging people $100 if she follows them, and she's charging people $1,000 if she goes on their Instagram live with them.
She is
no, but no, I feel bad for her because I'm like, she must be struggling, bro.
Yeah.
To do that, come on, like I'm like,
But imagine if she's struggling. Imagine what all those other influencers are doing. Because technically, she's got a monthly check from Rob Kardashian, and she's got a monthly check from Tiger, whatever he's doing. Who God knows what he's doing. Well, she's got money coming in. Do you know what I mean? So if that's what she has to, if that's what she has to do, imagine what these other Instagram girls have to do. They must not be making any money, and they're just showing face, like, wearing all these clothes and doing all this makeup.
Haven't you seen, George? Like even ASOS. If you go on ASOS, you'll see the models taking pictures from inside their houses. Like you actually see them with the social distancing behind. Yeah. So it's affecting everyone.
Wow,
it's really mad.
Boy.
Every day ASOS want to do discounts. Do you get the notification?
Bruh.
Every day ASOS is just on your case.
Oh,
like, come buy. You're like,
today
you want to wear fancy pajamas to bed?
For free,
going out this weekend? We're not either. Buy some new loungewear. No, I'm wearing my t-shirts and shorts.
Oh,
every bloody day. Do you want to buy new loungewear? No. Do you want to buy new slippers? No.
that is so
People,
funny.
they're just trying to make you buy. Where are we going?
Yeah.
We're not buying anything.
Because people will do impulse buying, isn't it? That's why.
Wow.
I think when people are impulse buying, to be fair, I think the people that are impulse buying are the ones that probably are also suffering as well, because you just kind of think to yourself, you're trying to look for something, you're not going anywhere. You literally know you're going to wear that to your living room to take a picture and take it off again. You're not going anywhere. Like nobody even knows when their next holiday is going to be.
Is there even going to be a holiday?
Now I'm so ready to book my holiday.
I was like, do you think we'll be able to go on another holiday this year?
It's a by-force situation.
Because it's mad.
This year,
Daphne, what you said is exactly what he said.
Oh, is it?
What?
Yep, exactly.
What did you say, Daphne?
Situation.
It's a by-force situation.
By force situation? What do you mean? To go on holiday?
That you can't go, or you can go.
I have to go on holiday somehow, some way.
This year?
Yeah. Even if I just go to local holiday.
I'm going somewhere in the UK,
UK, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's a by force. Like I need to get away. Like
Even
feel like I've traveled small, and I stayed at least one night.
Never mind going to Brighton.
We should have a road trip.
Yeah,
let's go to Brighton Beach.
Cue the road trip.
I want to go Lake District.
Oh, yeah.
Brighton is closed.
No, but when it's open,
we're talking about later.
And
everywhere's
like,
closed.
Brighton is closed.
And let's take in that gas and air, boy.
Everywhere's
Brighton
cancelled, bro.
Everywhere's
cancelled.
left the building. But yeah, road trip pending.
Road trip pending. Post.
George is driving.
I got driver. Don't stop at all.
Hey. Yeah, George can drive. Yay, Georgina.
So please. No, I can't drive all the way.
Oh,
look at your claps.
No, shall we do? What's it? Shall we alternate?
Yeah, we can do.
Yeah, we can alternate.
Yeah, that's calm.
Alternate drivers.
But if we go, Brighton is bare far, and so is the Lake District.
The Lake District. Bruh, we need a plane for the Lake District, boy. I'm not choosing driving there.
I know, but on the real though, can you fly there? Because I've been wondering.
Bruh, I cannot come man.
Can we fly to the Lake District?
We have to find a flight to go there.
Do you fly to Liverpool and then drive the rest of the way or some shit?
Maybe.
Just take a train to the Lake District.
Can't we take a coach?
When I went in a minivan.
With who?
Because there was quite a few of us.
With a minivan.
With my youth at church. And my youth
pastor. Look at you.
And we went to Blackpool. And that was the first time I knew Blackpool was racist.
Oh, what happened?
No, nothing to us. We just saw a lot of racial discrimination to other black people. I guess the locals that live there. the locals, like
It's
you
not
said.
everyday racism. Sometimes.
So black boy is racist to black
Blackpool's
people.
really racist.
Can you imagine?
Though, Daphne? Like, yeah, exactly.
I've never seen it, but I've been to Blackpool. I've never seen it.
I never knew until that time, but yeah, it's really a racist.
But everywhere's racist. It's just maybe they're just more.
Everywhere's racist.
Yeah, they're just.
What are you gonna do?
Remember, and the thing is, it's not even that everywhere is racist. Everyone has some kind of racial discrimination in them. I don't business with anybody. Like, we've all got like some type of discrimination, whether we mean to like purposely do it or not.
Yeah.
Like, I think we say things that we might think, oh, it's just like a figure of speech, but to somebody else or to another race or to another ethnic group, they'll be like, hold on a minute, what did you just say?
Hold up, wait a minute.
So, you know, I suppose we just have to be mindful of the things that we say and what we do. But then obviously there's some blatant racism.
Yeah. Some people are not chill with it. They're like, guess what, bitch? I'm racist.
Yeah. Oh my God. Did you guys see? So, oh my God. So just whilst we're on the topic. So there was, you know how everyone's doing these TikTok videos, and I don't know if you've seen them, where people say stuff like, oh, did you see it?
Well, the two teenagers were making an N-word.
They were making an N-word.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was disgusting.
I was like, when I heard that, I think the girl got kicked out or wherever she got kicked out. I said, "Serves you right? You will learn today. You right, boo boo. You will learn today." And then I saw she was reading some long apology. Yeah, I said, "Bullshit, get out of here." Get out of here.
Her apology? I didn't see it. Let me Google it.
And then someone said, and then she said, "I love the blacks." Did you see that?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, this is how we know that you just don't get it.
Yeah, she don't get it.
Her apology, I love the blacks.
Her apology was crazy. Let me see if I can even find it.
I was just like, you gonna learn it. And she kept saying stuff like, oh, you know, one mistake shouldn't ruin someone's whole future.
Shouldn't ruin my life. Please stop retweeting it. It's ruining my life.
She should have thought about that.
She is mad. Yeah.
Really.
She's so funny.
I was like, oh, well, you're going to learn
today. I can't hear you. What? You're going to learn today, baby girl. You're going to learn today. She said her apology was so mad. She said, this is what her apology was. I want to apologize for the abhorrent video I posted. I know in my heart how wrong it was. My boyfriend is racist and he slowly normalized his racism on me. Still, I should never have let him. I believe blacks are human too, made in the image of Christ. What image were we made of before? Animals.
She literally brought God into this whole thing.
She then said, I have disappointed God. Why? And I want to apologize. Please don't contact my college. It's my future, and one mistake should not ruin a life. Also, please stop with the death threats. Again, I apologize. Sincerely, Steph. She then went on to say, I promise to dedicate my life to serving God and treating every human being with respect.
She's mad. I just want to stop her already.
I do not respect the public. I do not expect the public to forgive me, nor do I deserve it. But I pray God forgives my sins. Why is she bringing God into this situation? Please.
No. Were you thinking about God when you were doing what you were doing?
Pity party.
She said, that's the only way we heal. But I do take issue with one thing. Hatred does not defeat hatred. Girl, bye. Threatening, bullying, and cancelling me will not resolve the world's problems. Girl, bye. Please, I urge everyone to seek God and find peace in Him. Why did she seek God when her boyfriend normalized her to be racist?
Did you urge him to seek God?
Don't mind her. I understand why people are angry at me, but how will ruining my life change that? My parents live in fear for my life. This is not fair. Well, life is not fair, bitch. Okay?
But you know, that when I saw that apology, I just wanted to know one thing. But did you break up with your boyfriend?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I was just like, all this chat. Did you break up with your boyfriend? You said my boyfriend. That means you guys are still together. So you don't think what.
And you know her boyfriend's apology was simple: forgive and forget.
Forgive and forget. Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
That was all his apology. That was his response. Forgive and forget.
Care like that.
You don't care.
But she's chatting. He's still your boyfriend. He's still your boyfriend. And I was just like, and you know how she was like... At the end of the day,
you've already said it's normal. He's normalized it with you. So have you all of a sudden changed?
Because you know people how she said, her. She was like, oh, one of the mistakes should not ruin a life. And I was like, no, you don't need to. You need to realize that's actually life. People's mistakes actually ruin their life every day.
They do.
Yeah,
and they live with it and they have to get over it and deal with the consequences of their actions. Deal with the consequences of your actions. That's part of being a grown-up.
Yep.
So now they're not going to even get their diplomas. They're not going to even get to graduate. They're not going to get to go to college, which is like America's university.
It's good for her
because they're not going to. Their college said that they're not going to give them their diplomas, and she was just like, "This is my whole future, guys, that has now been ruined." Yeah, you done it. You're with your own hands.
You did it yourself. No one else did it.
Exactly.
But I just almost feel like, how can TikTok even allow such a thing?
TikTok has no filter.
That's what I was thinking. Like, how is TikTok even monitored that was able to go to how many millions of people and circulate? Like, I think it had been retweeted over 4 million times. They said, "Oh, sorry, is it tweeted or re-TikToks? What's
re-TikToks?
What is it? How do you spread
that
a video?
Was hilarious. Re-TikTok.
But I don't get how did they spread the TikTok videos? Because they said it was seen over 4 million times. So, but that's insane. That's insane.
I'm really happy because when I was younger, I used to do dumb things and I had to suffer for it. So enjoy yourself.
You had to learn the hard way.
Yeah. Obviously, I wasn't being racist to anybody because
I
ain't crazy. But there's things that everyone has done that they'll be like, "Oh, I wish that never happened. I wish I never did this." We all gone through it. It's just your one is wild.
Yeah. They're gonna have to make an example of them anyhow.
Literally.
Yeah, everyone can't start jumping on the bandwagon. It just makes everything worse.
I just feel like what is better than an apology is change behavior.
Yeah.
So let people see that your behavior has changed because all your chatting, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And to be fair, she's not even taking any accountability. She's just shifting the blame onto her boyfriend, saying that, "Oh, he normalized racism to me." Do you not have your own mind?
So true.
How can somebody normalize racism to you? Like, it doesn't make sense. And then now you're bringing in God and Jesus into the equation. Why?
The same God that said you should love everyone. That's what I'm saying. When it came to you doing the thing, where was God? Like, I really want to know.
But not even just that. It's how she said, "I believe blacks are human too."
Blacks.
What are we? Blacks are human too. What are blacks?
But the thing is, that's the thing. She doesn't
say
believe
black
that.
people.
She said blacks. She doesn't believe that because the fact is, nobody asked whether you think we're humans. The fact that you need to clarify that is very clear.
Apologize and go.
It just shows up
your head. You still think that. Leave it. It's okay. We know. This is not the first time.
Do you know what?
No one actually did anything to her. That's the whole funny thing about this thing. It's like you literally did it to yourself.
Yeah, I heard of another. There was another one like 2 weeks ago, but something about
some Asian girl.
Nah, it was a black girl she had an afro, but so a white girl made a video about her in the song. Sorry, in the video. No, yeah, that's it. So in the video, she played a song, and in the song, the lyrics are something like, "Oh, brown girl, I like your skin, this, that, and the other." But it's a white girl dancing to that song.
And she's
so I think the black girl was like, brown girl, brown skin kind of thing. And so the white girl came back and she was like, "Oh, I love my skin much better than your skin, blah, blah, blah.
I'd rather have my skin better than your
skin. I'd rather have my skin than your skin."
Oh, wow.
Like she was loaded. She was actually loaded.
Her pictures and stuff. So that's why the girl was like, brown skin.
Oh, I'm tired.
She was loaded with a comeback, boy.
Yeah.
It's just like, how do you know all of this? This is like, how? Like, how? It was like, go back to the cotton picking yard.
Oh, yeah, that's
like, saying all kinds of mad things.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Well, this is what quarantine is doing to people. They go mad using this. Honestly, they're going crazy using TikTok, and everyone's acting a damn fool on that TikTok. Did you see Jack Fowler's one from Love Island?
What did he do?
What happened?
He done one. So apparently they call him Oluwa Jack because apparently he's got a bit of
twang, black twang.
He's very much on the melanin side of things. Yeah. So he done a TikTok video when they were like, "Oh, this is how white churches are. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down." Then it switches, and this is how black churches are. and he's like doing shaku shaku, and he does bese, and he's like got a handkerchief in his hand. I forgot what song what song he was dancing to, but everybody was like literally dissing him on the ground for it.
No way.
To be fair, I didn't think it was bad, because at the end of the day, I'm just kind of like, it is what it is. Like,
I don't think why people are too sensitive about it.
No, do you know why that one is out of order? Yeah, because black people do the same thing. So if it was a black person doing that meme saying black churches and white churches, I think people would be.
This is the thing.
So that one.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think people are only taking it that way is because he's white.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
That's what Daphne's saying.
That's what I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Black people do it all the time.
I think black people. So I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was racist. Because at the end of the day, he said this is what white churches are like, and this is what black churches are like. To be fair, you would only get upset if you think it's true, no? So, and people are like, why does he think that's acceptable?
There's literally bare memes like that. There's bare memes like that, like black people do this, white people
exactly,
do this. And it's all in good humor, like, so unless he was being particularly rude, people don't need to know it. And look, you call him Oluwa Jack, he gets comfy, and then when he's doing something, then you're upset.
Abiel, that's the thing. You've called him Oluwa Jack for a reason.
What does it mean?
God.
Like,
but in the name version,
in the name version, it doesn't mean God. It just means like maybe our God. So you wouldn't just call someone Oluwa. Like you wouldn't just say, "Oh God." It's always like something like Oluwa Toby. Like my God is big.
Oluwa
like something like that. Yeah, my God brought us back home safely, or something like that, or brought my birth safe, or brought me. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's all these different meanings. They mean something, Sha. Yeah, they mean something. Like it's more like to say thank you, God. Like actually, like that's like Nathaniel's name. Actually, one of his Nigerian names is Oluwatimileye, and that was God was behind me. So I named him that because I said God was behind me when I gave birth to him and throughout my pregnancy.
He is right there.
Yeah.
But speaking on another note, Jack is. I was just checking on the Instagram. He's nice though.
Oh, Jack is cute, man. Oh, he just looks like
and his personality. He's got a good personality as well. He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny. He's got a lot of charisma. Anyway, that's what happens when you start calling them Oluwas and Baba something.
For listening to another episode of
And on that note, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, your aunties, your uncles, your sisters, and the whole shambas. Thank you.
Bye.